Hey there, this is Jane from the blog Chalking Up Success, and today I'm going to show you how I made this giant paper bag for my office. So here's what you'll need to make your giant paper bag. A roll of brown paper, a scissors, some paint, a paint roller, a paint tray, some glue. I used a glue stick and that's worked perfectly fine, but you can also use liquid glue. You'll need some clear tape. So the first thing you need to do is decide how tall and wide you want your bag to be. Don't forget that you're going to be folding the bottom up to make the base of the bag, so you'll need to allow extra for that, and also allow around 2 centimeters for gluing the sides together. And then you're going to be folding the sides of the bag in as well, so you lose some of the width when you do that. So you just need to think about that and allow a bit extra when you're thinking about how wide you want your bag to be. I hate washing paint trays, so I always line mine with aluminium foil first, and then I could just throw the foil away afterwards. And then just pour your paint in and use your roller or your brush if you're using that to paint one side of the brown paper. Then you need to allow at least half an hour for the paint to dry. Well, that's how long mine took to dry roughly, and I was using chalk paint. So if you're using any other type of paint, then the time for drying might be different. You just have to check it, and if it's still tacky, then obviously leave it longer. Then you're going to need to decide which colour you want to go on the outside of the bag. So whichever colour that is, you need to place that side facing downwards. And then bring the sides to the middle, and you're going to glue them with your glue stick or with your liquid glue if that's what you're using. Just make sure you put plenty of glue along the edge. All the way along. And then press along the edge so that the glue sticks really well, and I would leave it for around 5 minutes. So once it's dry, you need to fold the bottom of the bag over to make the base. However much you fold will dictate how wide the bag is going to be. So once you've decided how wide you want it, double that measurement and fold that amount up from the bottom and press along the fold to form the crease. And then you need to lift that back up and open it up slightly, and then push each corner down to form a triangle, and then make another crease. And then you just need to fold each of these bottom sides in half again to the middle and tape them down with clear tape. And if you need the bottom to be stronger, you can always tape an extra piece of paper over the top of the join. And then open the bag up and place your hand inside and push all the creases that you just made towards the inside of the bag. So the bag is basically done. Now you just need to fold the top down to reveal the contrast in brown paper on the inside. So just be a bit careful because it could rip really easily, but it doesn't matter if it's not perfect, because the more crinkly and rustic looking it looks, the better really. It is a brown paper bag after all. So now we just have to put the stencil on. You can see here I've got painter's tape down the side of the stencil, but then I decided not to tape it against the bag because I was afraid that the chalk paint would come off with the tape when I took it off. So I just tried to be really careful not to move the stencil while I was painting it. By the way, this is the same stencil that I used for my media stand makeover. This stencil is really big and I just used a tiny part of this, just like I did with the media stand really, to apply the graphite paint. And then once it was finished, I just pushed out the base to stand the bag up, and then it was finished. You know, I think this would be a really fantastic way to use up like leftover wallpaper or something like that. I mean, you could make really nice gift bags and things with it. I also made a smaller one of these because I wanted to put some flowers in my office and I only had a blue vase, and the vase didn't really fit in with the rest of the office decoration. So I made this little mini version and stenciled it and put the vase inside, and you can't see the vase at all, and it looks fantastic in my office. I just love it. I hope you like this DIY and that you feel inspired to have a go yourself. You don't need loads of money to make a space beautiful. As I always say, all you need is a little creativity and a desire to make it happen. So happy crafting!